Toronto has fallen. GTA real estate crash, the market has imploded, and now prices will plummet. The Greater Toronto Area, GTA, housing market has hit a wall, with evidence mounting that a crash has already taken hold. New home sales have sunk to unprecedented lows, resale activity has faltered, and economic pressures signal that a substantial price drop may be the next chapter for this beleaguered region. As of March 29, 2025, the GTA's real estate sector reflects a stark reality shaped by buyer reluctance, overwhelming inventory, and persistent affordability woes, pointing to a market that has already buckled under its own weight. New home sales signal a market collapse. The GTA's new home market has cratered, with February 2025 recording a mere 400 sales, the lowest monthly total ever documented by the Building Industry and Land Development Association (BILD). This marks a huge 50% drop from the prior year, and a staggering 85% below the 10-year average. The full scope of this collapse was evident in 2024's annual total of 9,816 new home sales, the lowest since 1990, a year synonymous with economic hardship. This isn't a fleeting dip. December 2024 saw just 310 new homes sold, a 46% decline from the previous year, and 80% below the 10-year average, with condominium sales bearing the brunt at a 63% year-over-year fall. Reports from Urbanation underscore this grim picture, noting that new condo sales in the first half of 2024 totaled only 3,159 units, a 57% drop from 2023, and 72% below the 10-year average, the slowest half-year since 1997. The data paints a clear portrait of a market that has already broken down, leaving developers and builders scrambling in the wreckage. Resale market confirms the downfall. The resale market echoes this collapse, with sales and prices reflecting a sector that has lost its footing. February 2025 saw 4,326 homes sold, a 28.5% tumble from January, and a 27.4% decline from February 2024, for the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board, TREB. New listings rose 5.4% year-over-year to 12,066, yet the average price slipped to $1,063,300 Canadian dollars, down 1.8% from the prior year. December 2024's 5,359 sales marked an 18.7% drop from November, hitting a 5-month low, with prices at $1,094,000 Canadian dollars showing only a 0.3% annual uptick, hardly a sign of stability. Posts on X amplify this sentiment, with one user noting in March 2025 that GTA sales were plummeting -27.4%, while active listings were exploding +76.0%, and prices slipping -2.2%, a market drowning in inventory. The Financial Post reported in September 2024 that Toronto's condo market was facing its biggest pullback in 2 decades, with listings 30% above normal and sales 25% below pre-pandemic levels. This flood of unsold homes, coupled with tepid demand, reinforces the notion that the market has already crossed into crash territory. Forces behind the market's fall. Several elements have driven this apparent crash. Economic strain, trade tensions with the United States, including tariff threats, have eroded confidence. Reuters reported in March 2025 that these uncertainties spurred a wait-and-see attitude among buyers, stalling transactions. Affordability collapse, high home prices, still above $1 million Canadian dollars, paired with mortgage rates that, despite Bank of Canada cuts since June 2024, remain burdensome, have locked out many buyers. TD Economics warned in March 2025 that Ontario's market faces subdued sales and price growth into 2025 due to these pressures. Construction stagnation, escalating costs, and municipal fees have choked new development. BILD notes that high financing rates have crippled condominium starts, with Urbanation projecting further declines in 2025. Investor retreat, pre-construction condo sales, once a market lifeline, have dried up. Investors, burned by flat prices and high carrying costs, have fled, leaving a glut of units, as the Financial Post observed. Signs point to a steep price drop ahead. With the market already in disarray, attention turns to prices, which many argue are on the cusp of a significant decline. Economists cited by Reuters suggest that restoring affordability could take a decade and hinge on significant decreases in home prices, a drop not yet fully realized. TD Economics forecasts price declines in Ontario for 2025, particularly in the GTA condo sector, where oversupply is acute. The National Bank of Canada's September 2024 analysis labeled GTA conditions the softest since 2008, outside the pandemic, with sales 32% below pre-COVID norms. The article from Move Smartly in January 2025 warns of a condo oversupply in 2025, with units bought years ago now worth less than their purchase price, potentially flooding the rental and resale markets. This imbalance, alongside a projected population growth slowdown from federal immigration cuts, could slash demand further, pushing prices down. While the article doesn't guarantee a plummet, the mounting inventory, 49,284 active listings in Ontario in February 2025, per wow.ca, up 39% year-over-year, and weak sales suggest prices have little room to hold steady. What this means moving forward. The GTA housing market's current state, a crash marked by historic sales lows and stagnant construction, sets the stage for a potential price reckoning. The resale market's softness, with a sales-to-new listings ratio of 33% in February 2025 per TRREB, signals a buyer's market where sellers may soon have no choice but to slash asking prices. New home starts, particularly condos, are expected to lag completions, per Move Smartly, exacerbating supply pressures. Government action, like tax incentives or fee reductions, might slow the slide, but the article from Norada Real Estate in March 2025 argues that without a dramatic demand surge, stabilization remains elusive. The GTA's economic cloud offers some hope, but the weight of unsold homes and affordability barriers tilts the scales toward a deeper price correction. The Greater Toronto Area housing market has already crashed, with sales hitting rock bottom and activity grinding to a halt. Economic uncertainty, affordability gaps, and a stalled construction pipeline have dismantled the region's real estate foundation. Now, with inventory piling up and demand faltering, a substantial price drop looms as a likely next step for the GTA's diverse population. If you found this video and information useful, please smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, so we can keep providing you with timely information you can apply on a daily basis.